Hey everybody, it's Dark Trino here. Welcome back to Star Wars Battlefront. It's good to get another video up on here. Sorry it took so long. I know I said that wasn't going to be an issue again, but I've been buried with classwork, and B, again, giving people time to catch up, but largely just, this semester has already been a bit long on some of the work, so it slowed my production time down. That's okay. But we are on Bespin again. Second to last level. It's getting intense. So you can see there I flew that Y-wing really poorly. That's pretty much... This is a platform-based level, so it's actually kind of similar to Camino in structure, but with the addition of the starfighters, and also the way this one is structured in the center is really what sets it apart. The starfighters, again, pretty fun. I'd honestly say the Rebellion has the best ones. Theoretically, on paper they shouldn't be that much better or anything, only slightly different. Like the classes go from faction to faction, but the X-Wing just always seems to fly better to me than like the TIE fighters. But really, it's actually not that good of an idea to be in the starfighters on this, because there's some like anti-aircraft cannons, and they just wreck. If you get hit by those, you're going down. And here's one right here. And I flew that poorly because I braked thinking I was gonna blast it and then fly off, but then I kind of slammed into that rim of the platform, so not good. But we'll go ahead and start moving towards the center of the map. And this is where you're gonna see this little, I don't want to call it like a hallway really, because it's bridge, yeah. A covered bridge really is a better name for it than a hallway, just because it's pretty open, But yeah, this is where, the bulk of the infantry fighting takes place. And it's just because, you can't really make any ground on this. It's just, there's too much fire coming, straight down here, so anytime you try to move forward, you're gonna get killed. And also, on the side, snipers will shoot through the windows and kill you that way too. So that sucks. Over here, right there's one. And they really can't hit you, so it's really difficult to make headway. Kind of like the last Bespin level, the hallway right at the beginning, which is gonna give you trouble. This is twice as worse, easy. So it's really frustrating. It just grinds you sometimes. But like I said, the last few levels really do get pretty difficult, and it's largely because of stuff like this. And of course, the Empire has a troop advantage once again. So, real fun with that. And honestly, I don't give a damn how good you say you are at this game, or it's Battlefront 2 or the new one. This level's just fucking hard. And then I can't hit anything. There we go. I kind of just gave up a little bit with this bridge because, again, I wasn't making any headway. And I knew I was going to have trouble with it, but I thought I'd make some progress, but no. Now you can see the Empire is just ultimately going to do the same thing that we just totally failed at. And so it ends up you just getting tons of kills. Your guys rush in, they all get killed, rinse and repeat. And honestly, if you play just on a instant action, which is just select whatever map, faction you want, time era, whatever. If you play as the Empire, how you get around this is the Dark Troopers jetpacks, but the campaign, of course, forces you into the Rebellion for the final 4 or 5 levels of it, so it's really difficult. And you might think, but Dark, you have 20 guys right here, you're gonna get it, there's no one stopping you now. Well, you're wrong. I had no idea how that guy knew he was getting spotted. I had no idea how. And as you can see right here, they're all dead. So what was my 20 guys, now down to 4. Yeah, and also, this little incline at the end there, that's gonna keep you from just pouring across, because you will just get, it's steep enough that you actually don't have any good sight. Like I mean, you just saw that, so you can see how they can easily shoot down on you, and it's just, this is just terrible. Like, normally, I mean, I have a lot of fun on the previous Bespin level, but honestly, I get really tired of this one shit after a while. Like, after you played a good 5 minutes of just trying to get across this thing, you're done. And you can land a starfighter on their side. That's obviously not impossible, but that's pretty hard too, just because A, make it through their fighters. B, if you somehow survive the torrent of the anti-air cannons there, you're kind of alone in their back line, so it's really not any more viable than this. And this is the only path to get over. Like, those were the only two ways that I just mentioned. Those are the only two ways you're going to get from one side of this map to the other. And if any of you have ever played the Galactic Conquest game mode on this, and they had a hero, then you're just not going to win. Like, I'm sorry, like, you're not, because with the heroes being invincible in this, you're not going to win. It's really hard. It's going to take you a few attempts. Though, on this level, there is a glitch you can exploit if they do have a hero. You can get in one of the anti-air cannons and actually just, because the physics of those has a blast, like a knockback to it, and you can actually just keep slamming them with that until they fall off an edge and they won't respawn from that. And so that's how you can get rid of them, but that does take some practice, actually, to keep them off you before you just, whatever hero they have just destroys you. And yeah, if you look at the map there, you can kind of get the structure of it, but there's no, again, other than the Dart Trooper, there's really not a good classes for this. They each kind of have their own strengths. You know, the Sniper is going to help it clear. The Trooper can push up a little bit better, but again, both of those things end up being worthless, and it's just terrible. They built this whole level around this bridge thinking it was going to be fun, and they were completely wrong. I mean, you'll get a pretty bloated KDA off this element. If you're not leaving this level with like 50 kills, you'd be doing it wrong. Believe it or not, though, this was not the most frustrating level for me to record or anything. The last level, I'm trying to think of a good title for that one, because oh my god, it took me just hours to get that right. It is so insanely hard. No matter how you try to do that, that level is just made to work against you. But you'll get to see that next episode. I'm really surprised LucasArts didn't even give this, like, any more, this map as a whole, actually, any more color or anything. It utilizes the same kind of portrait background that the rest of the levels use. I don't know, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I thought that it worked out a lot less effectively than it did, like, on Kashyyyk, just because it's like, oh, orange sky, clouds everywhere, nothing cool. And you contribute that with just the kind of the dull gray of all the platforms and buildings and whatnot. It's not any particularly aesthetic level by any means. But when you get frustrated, you just go back to doing what you know best, which for me, Rebel Marksman. So, just kill them all. And that's honestly how I had to do this whole level, because the trying to play this objective like I do on Camino, it just won't work for you. it just won't happen. You just have to you have to basically just leave this level with a better KDA than anyone else. I mean, you're gonna have to carry your team too, because your team AI is absolutely broken. Especially if they're limited to one particular space, they get really bad, and like you can compensate pretty well for it most of the time. But on this one and the Yavin 4 arena, that's when it's really bad about your teammates are just zero help at all. And grenade kills like 4 people. There's another one. She gets me. Sends me out the window. It's alright though, because finally, I can feel the exhaustion coming back just from doing the post voiceover. I can just feel it coming back from doing this level. It was such a drain, but it's okay. Show off there we go. Well, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Sorry this one took so long to get up. I fully plan on having the last episode up of this Let's Play up much faster. Probably, about a week. That's generally when I seem to have the best rate on it. But as always, have a great day.